The drama is back again in the 90-Day Fiancé, Hunt for Love world. This time, Tiffany Franco is clapping back at Courtney and Elise after they said she got the best edit on the show. What started as some casual shade turned into a heated back and forth, and now fans can't stop talking. So what's really going on? Did Tiffany actually get a good edit? Or is she finally telling the truth about what happened behind the scenes? It all began when Courtney and Elise were on the Reality Gaze podcast. They were asked who they thought got the best edit during Hunt for Love, and Elise didn't hesitate. She immediately named Tiffany. She said Tiffany was shown in a much better light than she deserved. Courtney agreed right away, laughing and saying she was thinking the same thing. But clearly, they underestimated Tiffany. Fans know she doesn't let shade slide. Tiffany saw the podcast clip and reposted it to her Instagram story with a message that shut everything down. She wrote, "Think we all got the edits we deserved." That one sentence got fans talking. Tiffany made it clear her positive portrayal wasn't editing magic. It was just her being real. And in her eyes, Courtney and Elise only exposed their own bitterness by calling it out. Fans backed Tiffany up, calling her clapback savage. Many pointed out that Courtney has been two-faced from the start. On the show, she acted one way, but during the tell-all, she showed a darker, sneakier side. Tiffany knows this firsthand. She actually overheard Courtney and Colt talking trash about her behind her back during filming, and she didn't hold back when she confronted her. Elise didn't avoid criticism either. Viewers said she was playing the game harder than anyone, while Tiffany came off as way more genuine. One fan put it best: Elise and Courtney were sneaky. Tiffany owned her mess and stayed real. Tiffany even admitted it herself. She told fans that yes, she could be a bit sometimes, but at least she wasn't fake. That's why some fans are confused by the idea that she got a good edit. In fact, many think her tell-all portrayal was harsher than anything during the season. One viewer said it perfectly: Tiffany got a great edit on the show compared to the tell-all. So what's the truth? Did editing help Tiffany? Or was she just more real than her castmates could handle? Either way, fans are here for her bold response. They love that she won't stay quiet when others try to tear her down. One thing's clear: Tiffany Franco isn't here to play nice. She's here to speak her truth. It's obvious that you don't trust me. I've never stepped out or done anything. I've only ever had your back. That's the craziest part. It's not working. Things are getting tense between Cara and Guillermo on the latest episode of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. What started as a fun night turned into a serious fight, and fans are now wondering if their marriage can survive. The episode starts with Cara coming home late after a Latin event. The night was full of music, friends, and even an old friend, who also happens to be a DJ with a complicated past with her. Guillermo was clearly upset. His frustration showed as he demanded answers, thinking there might be more going on between Cara and the DJ. Cara said the relationship with the DJ was only professional. She reminded Guillermo that she's working hard on her music career, and networking is part of it. But Guillermo didn't believe her. He remembered that the same man had tried to date Cara during the early days of their marriage, even sending her messages and asking her out. To him, the late nights and shared history were too suspicious to ignore. Cara finally admitted the truth. Yes, over 10 years ago, in 2011, she hooked up with the guy once. It was a short summer fling, nothing serious. Since then, she said, their connection has only been professional. She got emotional and told Guillermo she's always been loyal and never stepped out of the marriage. But Guillermo still wasn't convinced. His insecurity, already made worse by past fights over money, intimacy, and their goals, just kept growing. Cara's chasing her dream in music, while Guillermo is focused on aviation. They've been drifting apart. They can't meet in the middle, and now their marriage is struggling. The argument got worse. Cara, clearly hurt, finally broke down. She told him he had no proof, and that his lack of trust was deeply painful. "I have only ever had your back," she said through tears. And that's the craziest part. You can't even see that. For viewers, this fight showed a pattern in their relationship. Guillermo's suspicion, Cara's defensiveness, and their constant disagreements. What started as a whirlwind romance is now full of mistrust, frustration, and resentment. Fans are now asking, can Cara and Guillermo fix their marriage, or is it slowly falling apart? With all the issues between them, trust, money, intimacy, their problems run deep. This chapter of their journey is far from over. But if things keep going like this, their relationship might reach a breaking point they can't come back from. I don't even know what the hell happened. Andrei was a dick and she freaked out. That's what happened. And I'm saying that to her. And those are two very different things. Someone can be a dick, but to be a horrible person, that's like the bottom of the bottom feeder. The drama on 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After just got even messier. Now it's Loren versus Elizabeth Pathis and her husband Andrei. What started as friendly conversations quickly turned into a heated fight filled with jealousy, accusations, and emotional confessions. Elizabeth and Andrei claim that Loren and Alexei were talking badly about their marriage behind their backs, and they believe it's all because of jealousy. They said the Brovarniks were putting down their relationship because they couldn't handle how happy they were. But fans didn't buy it. Instead, many criticized all the couples involved, including Yara and Jovi, for creating unnecessary drama. Things got even more tense when Andrei once again brought up his plan to move Libby and the kids to Moldova. He felt it was the right move for their family. Loren disagreed strongly. She pointed out Moldova's economic problems, the lack of opportunities, and the limited future it might offer their children. In her eyes, Andrei was pushing Libby toward a life that couldn't compare to what America could provide. Her opinion didn't sit well with Andrei or Libby. To them, Loren had crossed a line. By season 9, the tension between these supposed friends was starting to affect their marriages. Their group hangouts felt more like battlegrounds than fun nights out. When the couples met up again, Libby decided to confront Loren about something she had heard. She claimed Loren had called Andrei a horrible person. That set off another intense argument. Loren stayed calm and said she never used that word. She explained that horrible was too extreme. She admitted that she had criticized Andrei before. She had warned Libby about his controlling behavior and said he could be aggressive, but she never called him horrible. Still, Libby didn't believe her. In Libby's view, Loren had betrayed her by attacking her husband. In a confessional, Loren said she felt ambushed. She explained that the moment she and Alexei walked into the restaurant, Elizabeth started asking loaded questions and putting her on the spot. Loren tried to lower the tension. She said she didn't hate Andrei. In fact, when things were calm, they could all get along. But she stood by her thoughts about his behavior. She pointed out how Andrei's tone, temper, and constant need for control often came off the wrong way. Then came the moment that shocked everyone. Loren looked Elizabeth in the eyes and said, "Honestly, sometimes Andrei can be a dick." Elizabeth looked stunned. To her, that was the ultimate betrayal. This wasn't just private gossip. This was her best friend saying it on camera. Fans started asking tough questions. Was Loren just being honest about Andrei's behavior? Or was she crossing a line and adding to the drama in a friendship that was already falling apart? One thing was clear. Loren and Elizabeth were no longer on the same page. And with Andrei caught in the middle, this group was looking more divided than ever. If this is just the beginning, fans are bracing themselves for even more drama ahead. Jenny Sladden and Sumit Singh are in the spotlight again. This time, they're facing a big change that has fans talking. The couple from the other way revealed they're planning to move in with Sumit's parents. It's a big surprise, especially with all the family drama they've had in the past. But the reason for the move is more serious than people expected. In a new teaser, Sumit admitted that he and Jenny are dealing with major money problems. He lost his job, and now neither of them has a steady income. With bills piling up and no clear plan, Sumit said that moving in with his parents is their only option. Fans know Jenny and her in-laws don't have the best history. Sumit's mom, Shahana, once said Jenny was old enough to be his grandmother, not his wife. Their rocky relationship has always been one of the biggest issues in Jenny and Sumit's marriage. Now, the idea of living together again has fans predicting serious conflict. When TLC released the teaser, Jenny tried to stay positive. She even said yay when Sumit shared the news. But in her confessional, she looked upset and drained. The 65-year-old said she wasn't happy about losing her independence and having to live under Shahana's strict watch again. Fans quickly criticized Sumit for putting Jenny in this situation. Many felt she clearly didn't want to move back in with his parents. Still, their return to the other way has fans excited. It's been a while since they were on screen, and viewers are eager to see how they'll handle this new chapter, especially with money troubles and family tension piling up. Jenny and Sumit's love story has never been simple. From their secret wedding, to Sumit's parents rejecting him, to their ongoing struggles with the age gap, they've been through a lot. Now, with no jobs and limited options, their relationship is facing its biggest test yet. Fans are already asking important questions. Why doesn't Jenny consider working? Why did Sumit suddenly lose his job? And will living with his parents help or ruin their marriage? One thing's for sure, drama is coming. With Shahana's disapproval, Sumit's financial stress, and Jenny's resistance to change, this season of The Other Way might be their most intense one yet. Happy birthday to Zayn. What was supposed to be a joyful day turned into a nightmare for 90 Day Fiancé stars Tiger Lily and Adnan. They were celebrating their son Zayn's first birthday. But instead of making happy memories, the day ended in fear and trauma after a near tragedy. Tiger Lily, who has been open about her rough marriage, shared what happened on Instagram. Her voice shook as she said she had never felt so scared. Her marriage to Adnan hasn't been easy since he came to America. She says her younger husband is constantly demanding, argumentative, and even pathetic in how he treats her. He pressured her for everything before the baby was born, and later insisted she convert to Islam, even though she didn't want to. Tiger Lily said she held onto her Christian faith, but eventually converted, not for Adnan, but to keep her son close and avoid Adnan taking another wife. Now, she's starting to question whether marrying someone so much younger was a mistake. She's been through 2 marriages already and raised children. She thought this was love at first sight. They had a Catholic wedding with his Jordanian family, but Adnan didn't keep his promise to respect her faith. He hid the truth from her, and their marriage has been full of problems, from small arguments to major fights about parenting and their future in America. Even with everything going on, Tiger Lily wanted Zayn's first birthday to be a day to remember. It started off well. She and Adnan shared a cute photo of baby Zayn surrounded by balloons, smiling and happy. But things quickly went downhill when they went to the Kalahari Water Park in Round Rock, Texas. Right from the start, nothing went as planned. The resort manager wouldn't give them their room keys. Adnan got upset and started yelling, but no one apologized or explained. For almost 6 hours, Tiger Lily and Adnan felt ignored and disrespected. Then, just when they thought it couldn't get worse, something terrifying happened. After the valet returned their camper van, thick smoke suddenly started coming out of the back. Their children were still inside. Tiger Lily panicked. Acting on instinct, she opened the doors and pulled her kids out with shaking hands, doing her best to keep them safe. Adnan, instead of running away, ran toward the fire and tried to put it out himself. The cause of the fire is still unknown. Tiger Lily only shared that both the valet and hotel staff had access to the van before the fire started. Within minutes, the fire department and police showed up, and thankfully, no one was hurt. But the emotional scars remain. What was supposed to be a joyful memory became a nightmare. Tiger Lily was left shaken, not just about the safety of her family, but also questioning how strong her marriage really is. Fans are now wondering, was this just a random accident? Or is there more to the story? With everything she's already dealing with, people are asking how much more she can take before it all falls apart. One thing is clear. Zayn's first birthday will never be remembered as a happy day. It will always be the day joy turned to chaos in an instant. Jennifer Terza is back in the spotlight, but this time it's not because of her bold personality or wild love life. The 90 Day Fiancé star is now facing serious rumors about possible substance abuse. Since her appearance at the Hunt for Love tell-all, fans have been talking about her strange behavior, sudden mood swings, and actions that many think hint at something more serious going on behind the scenes. At the tell-all, Jen was her usual self, starting drama, spreading rumors, and playing the villain. She was in the middle of a love triangle with Rob War and Cole Anderson, and even threw shade at her ex Tim Malcolm. But this time, Viewers noticed more than just her words. They were paying attention to how she looked, how she talked, and how she acted. And something felt off. Instead of just being dramatic, Jen seemed confused and unstable. Fans started wondering if something deeper was going on. Was she hiding an addiction? During the reunion, Cole asked her directly if she had spent the night with Rob. But Jen didn't answer. Instead, she turned the focus on Tiffany and Tim, accusing them of sleeping together. When the host pressed her for an answer, she got up and walked off the set. While dramatic exits are common in reality TV, fans noticed that something about her energy didn't seem right. On Reddit, fans started talking. Some said her speech sounded slurred. Others pointed out that bottles of vodka were seen in her hotel room during a quick shot. A few even suggested she seemed like she was under the influence of something stronger than alcohol. Then more claims started coming out. One fan told a Colombian blogger that Jen had been mixing champagne with cough syrup and allergy meds. They said she was sick and nauseous, but kept drinking anyway. Others said she was drinking Benadryl syrup with alcohol, which could explain why she was acting so strange. Hotel staff also shared their own concerns. They said Jen looked nervous and had been crying before the taping. She even asked them to get more cough syrup before filming started. All of this led fans to believe that Jen might be dealing with more than just bad press. Even though she's known for stirring up drama and lies, this time things seem more serious. People are now wondering, was Jen just being over the top for TV, or was she actually covering up a deeper problem? Could her crazy behavior be a sign of addiction? Jen hasn't responded to any of the rumors yet. That's left fans debating whether it's all just gossip or a real look into a star who may be falling apart behind the scenes. One thing's for sure, when it comes to Jennifer Terza, the drama never stops. But this time, it might be more than just a show. Tiffany Franco is back in the spotlight too. This time, it's because she's finally speaking out about all the rumors claiming her storyline on Hunt for Love was fake. The drama started up again after Tiffany went public with her relationship with Ronnie, the same Irish boyfriend she was linked to back in 2023. For fans, this came as a shock. On the show, Tiffany had been caught in a messy love square with Rocky, Carlo, and even Tim Malcolm. She broke up with Carlo at the finale and chose Rocky, but that relationship didn't last. At the tell-all, she confirmed they broke up. Meanwhile, rumors swirled about her and Tim, with fans guessing everything from flirty moments to a secret affair. But off camera, Tiffany was still involved with Ronnie. She recently posted a sweet photo with him on Instagram, tagging him and calling him her man. She looked happy and confident, and fans quickly noticed how different she seemed compared to the show. Some praised her for leaving behind the drama with Rocky and Carlo, but others weren't as supportive. Many fans pointed out that Tiffany had been with Ronnie since 2023. They said she was pretending to be single just to be part of the show's love storylines. Some accused her of faking the whole thing for screen time. For a while, Tiffany stayed quiet, but now she's addressing the rumors head-on. In a frustrated reply to a fan, she listed some of the wildest claims she'd seen, like sleeping with a castmate's husband, being pregnant with Tim's baby, secretly marrying Tim, or hooking up with Rob. And now, the latest one, that she was with Ronnie in Mexico during filming. Tiffany said all of it was ridiculous. She told fans they were believing lies and twisting the truth. But instead of ending the conversation, her response raised more questions. People began to ask if she was just trying to cover up a carefully planned storyline. After all, the timing seemed too perfect. She broke up with Ronnie, filmed the show, got involved with others, and then went right back to Ronnie when filming ended. So what's the truth? Did Tiffany really fake her hunt for love romance? Or is she just another reality star dealing with rumors and gossip? For now, she's proudly standing by Ronnie, showing off their relationship and brushing off the accusations. But fans aren't letting it go.